Sorry, I accidentally ended the stream. Trying to do something, but I ticked and accidentally pressed the fucking end stream button. Anyway. Yeah, my bad.
Pretty shocking. But it still feels like...
Oh, I forgot to read Charlotte's line. Hold up. There's this one gem. A legal restaurant caught serving Saurian stew. Proves surprisingly popular.
Udex gravely wounded in shocking stabbing. Set to miss cross-border
My throat's
smuggling
like swallowing
trial.
shot. Maybe I shouldn't have eaten Takis today. My oh my. That can't be for real. Fine. I hate to admit it, but you've won this one.
Huh? What? Did Paimon hear that right? Neuvillette was stabbed and gravely wounded?
Okay, who stabbed Nouvellette? I'm
No, surely
stabbing
that can't
you.
be right.
Aha! I thought I heard familiar voices. Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. I sound more like Freminet than I do Charlotte. I low-key forgot what Charlotte sounded like. Here, I should get a baby Freminet to fit the occasion. There you go. Say hello to baby Freminet. Hi, baby Freminet. Unfortunately for me, he's a very loyal friend. I pressed him for some juicy details, but he remained tight-lipped about you. So, anything you want to share with me about the great Traveler's triumphant exploits in Natlan? Modest as ever. Anyway, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, sorry. Let me backtrack a little. Hi, you two, it's been ages. What brings you back to Fontaine?
Hey there, you two. Fancy running into you here.
Yeah, that, and also a less than pleasant shock. What the heck was all that about a Saurian meat restaurant and the Udex getting stabbed?
It sounds like they put
Say you were
Kinich
being
on
serious?
SSRIs. It probably needs those anyway. Oh, that! We were just trading tabloid headlines. Is that what you're talking about?
Trading tabloid headlines?
Yeah. Charlotte and I were having a little contest to see who could find the most ridiculous fake news stories. Either I got lucky, or I have a knack for honing in on the most outrageous material.
I'm sorry I had to see such an unflattering side of Fontaine, Mr. Kinich. These third-rate tabloids write their headlines purely to shock and scandalize. All they care about is grabbing your attention to boost their sales. The ones who still got a shred of integrity at least clarify the truth in the main body of the article, although the misleading headline is still an underhanded trick to draw readers in. But others, like the one we are reading aloud, have no qualms about making outright fabrications.
If I had to quantify it, I'd say about 1% of what they write is the truth.
That's pretty lenient of you, Mr. Kinich.
Huh? Him? Lenient? Oh, you gotta be kidding! Ah!
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to give credit to these so-called news stories for occasionally including a grain of truth. All I'm saying is, even the wildest leaps of the human imagination are always rooted in reality.
You mean all those fake headlines you mentioned actually do have some basis in fact?
Sure they do. For instance, there was in fact a smuggling trial recently. Considering the amount of speculation surrounding the smuggled goods, it's no wonder there are rumors about restaurants serving saurian meat or teacups being unearthed from ancient ruins. But in reality, the goods in question were simply a few ancient relics dug up from ruins in Natlan. Rest assured, no saurians were harmed in the process.
And if you're wondering why the Udex didn't preside over the trial, it's because this case was assigned to another judge right from the offset. It's not as if the Palais Memoria only has one judge. We can't expect Mr. Neuvillette to handle every single case himself. On a more interesting note, the trial in question went remarkably smoothly, and it was all thanks to Mr. Kinich's testimony as a key witness.
Oh, freaking out about those headlines that she totally forgot to ask why you're here in Fontaine, Kinich?
Maybe not, but I'd rather have a better world for me if Kenichi. I hate being dyslexic, dear. Maybe not, but it'd be a better world for me if Mr. Kenichi would agree to another exclusive interview with the Steam Bird.
It was a pretty open and shut case, and my testimony in court was clear enough. But I'm guessing, Mademoiselle Charlotte, that you're less interested in the case than you are in trying to uncover some news stories about Natlan.
Drat! You saw right through me! Guess I'll put down to the keen instincts of a renowned sword and hunter. Any response to that,
I
or...?
appreciate your kind invitation, but like I said,
Hello, Kensuke.
storytelling isn't really my forte.
Kinich the speechless! Kinich the tongue-tied! Huh?
If you're dead set on doing an interview, why not talk to the Traveler instead?
Of course, that's a brilliant idea. But that also means I need a bit more time to prep. Let me put together a thorough list of interview questions. Well, I know I can be persistent, but at the end of the day, it's your call. Anyway, I should probably be getting back to work. I also need to go track down a dictionary and report these increasingly outrageous tabloids. Farewell, my friends, until we meet again.
Charlotte never stops, does she? Anyway, Paimon just has to ask. That owl thing that popped out before, or was it a howl? It kind of looked like a howl, but at the same time...
Oh, that thing. Yeah, that was a howl.
Huh? What's up with him? Like, he's still noisy, but he's way quieter than before.
Could be.
Not acclimatizing? Aw, poor Almighty Dragon Lord is not feeling well.
Too bad he can't come out to argue back.
What do you mean?
There's nothing physically wrong with him. It actually has to do with a strange law we learned. Apparently, it's forbidden to release flying objects within Fontaine City limits during the first 3 days of each month.
What?
Paimon sure does. Paimon's been down this road before. There's an easy solution. As long as Kinich holds onto a how's tail, he'll be considered an Almighty Dragon Lord balloon, not a flying Almighty Dragon Lord.
Not gonna lie, I was considering that. But a How wasn't too thrilled with the idea of huffing and puffing away in the form of a mini helium balloon. That said, it's pretty annoying how he keeps randomly popping up all of a sudden. Anyway, this morning I saw a notice outside the Palais Mermonia about an event that's set to take place outside the city soon. Something to do with filmmaking. I hear that's all the rage here. I was planning to stay here and do some exploring for a few extra days anyway, so I think I'll go check it out. It'll be a good chance to let that noisy helium balloon out. He might even learn a thing or two. If you're free, why don't you come along?
Nah, bro's like absolutely violating a how.
I know where it is, so let me lead the way.
I know Fontaine better than I know now in Kinich. Thanks for the offer, though. If Freminet on this event, I'm gonna stab someone. Anyway, I definitely don't have a problem. And to YouTube, that is a joke. I do not mean that at all. I almost pushed a kid off a building. Or rather, Freminet did. You can't be doing stuff like that, man. You're the mascot of my channel. No, it's over there.
looks like I remembered correctly. Here we are.
Wow, this is awesome!
Yeah, it was still completely deserted only a few days ago when There must be some efficient workers in Fontaine. Quite impressive.
A few days? One night was all it took. Rap-a-tap-tap, tap. But is this all it takes to blow people away? Oh, no, no, no. Given my past experience, I can't let myself get carried away. Oh no, you've forgotten me? Oh, does graph adversarial technology ring any bells? It's me, Lapine Pauline.
Who are you?
Of course. How else would we have managed to build Fantasyland in a single night?
Fantasyland?
At least that's how I like to think of it myself. I know it sounds like I'm laying it on thick. As you can see, the theme of this amusement park is Fontanian filmmaking.
Co-construct? Well, that's a relief. Sounds like you're sharing the cost this time rather...
Nope! I might be inviting others to help fund this, but that doesn't mean I haven't thrown all my life savings into it too!
Huh? You've got to be kidding. Ha! Look at you, puny little humans. Recklessly betting your entire future against some stupid vanity project. If you're expecting even an ounce of sympathy from the almighty Dragon Lord...
House, stop
on,
fucking sticking out your
fucker is
yacht
all
for
you
the
shall-
Rizzler. I am not saying that ever again, oh my god.
Sorry, just ignore that little gizmoid. He likes to butt in occasionally. Do go on.
Gizmoid? Who you calling Gizmoid? You're the Gizmoid!
Wow! That's quite a nifty mecha you've got yourself there. Is it some sort of smart personal assistant?
I don't know about smart.
You ought to let Miss Charlotte see your cool gadget.
Mass production? Ugh, insolent, vulgar, and disrespectful! I, the almighty Dragon Lord, am one of a kind! There has never been another like me, nor will there ever be! And another thing, smart is the understatement of the century!
No, it's the overstatement of the century.
I shall have you know that I am Kahulahau, forebear of ancient wisdom! I lived for eons long before any of you were born!
Okay, we get it. You came out of your mom's vagina before we did.
What? Heavens above! I beg your pardon, forebear of ancient wisdom. Please, I meant no offense.
Idiot meets idiot.
What's all the fuss? Making some new friends, are we?
Oh look, there's baddie number 1.
Miss Navia! Allow me to introduce the star behind all the work that's gone into this venue. Miss Navia, president of Fontaine Spina di Rosula.
Hello, everyone. Partner, Paimon. How have you been lately?
Hello there. I'm Kanich.
What about me? What about me? My useless servant can't even give me a proper introduction.
You'd think someone yelling their name out in the middle of a public street really needs an introduction?
He's not wrong. I caught yours just now, in fact. So, you must be the almighty Dragon Lord, Mr. Ahau. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, see that? That's what I call proper manners. Well, well, it's not every day you meet a well-mannered human. Navia, was it? Excellent. You may address the almighty Dragon Lord by his name. Navia, don't you think the title Almighty Dragon Lord is a bit silly?
It's no big deal. All little animals do that, don't they? I mean, try to puff themselves up to look more impressive.
Anyway, it's all thanks to Miss Navia and the Spina di Rosula that fantasy...
Yep,
Ugh,
yep, yep,
honestly,
yep, yep.
I couldn't wait a moment long. After all, who else but the Spina di Rosula would indulge such impulsive demand?
Sorry, traveler. Miss Lapine Pauline sometimes gets a bit overwhelmed
That's
by
you
her
could
own
just say she
excitement.
has
As you can see,
ADHD.
I'm guessing she hasn't gone into much detail about the event yet. So let me fill you in. In short, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland is a fan convention that's open to film enthusiasts from all over Teyvat. Miss Lapine Polly?
Huh?
That's right. The one and only Sir Intendant Cheval Moran.
My dyslexia, I think, has a hate boner for French names. Srantedant Chevamarant, I think.
After much persistence and many solicitations, I
Rita
finally
Mom.
obtained Lady Farina's permission to use the image of her close friend.
Did you say something? I'm also streaming right now, so.
Not only is our adorable
Yo.
mascot drawing in fans by the minute, but she's also boosting her own.
It's been a while since we last met, but still, it's a surprise to hear Lapine Pauline coming out with such sensible ideas. By the way, Miss Lapine Pauline, have you decided to switch careers and go into film tech?
Not exactly. By chance, one of the prototype lenses I developed caught a photographer's eye. Thanks to this unexpected opportunity, I've had the chance to invent various film-related equipment and
That's right. So don't underestimate Miss Lapine Pauline, our resident engineer. As for the Spina di Rosula, we're mainly here to take care of planning, operations, and management. For anyone feeling inspired to set up a booth, Miss Lapine Pauline and I will provide the necessary technical and operational support once their application has been approved. By the way, traveler, are you at all interested in taking part? It would be a chance for you to earn some extra income.
Paimon would be even more tempted if you were to say, throw in one of those fancy feasts she's seen in those gourmet food reels.
Well, as it happens, that'll be a piece of cake. Everyone needs to eat, whether they be tourists or the stall owners themselves. So thanks to Miss Navia's help, we've managed to invite none other than the celebrity chef Miss Escoffier to run our theme restaurant.
Why not Shangling? Or Baizu if you want to cook up some drugs. Hold on, I'm gonna get some more water. So I want you to make a Schedule 1 mod where it's Baizu instead of the player. Anyway, bear back.
Yo. You there?
Oh, say can you, goon? I'm back from the dead.
Damn.
Hi.
A lot.
Look over there!
Escoffier looks like she might be on her
Yes, you!
period.
For the last time, the ingredients have to be in the right ratio. Get it right next
Genji's
time.
getting a
You
lot
might as
better
well
at
just lie down on the
expressions.
chopping board yourself.
She seems a bit busy right now.
Well, I'm sold. I think I'll make a How go be her assistant.
You little... What's your game here?
Demoiselle, sorry to bother you, but there's an issue over here that requires your personal attention.
Not the side eye.
Ah, apologies. Looks like it's back to work with me. Please feel free to take a gander at what we've got. Anyway, if you're interested in taking part, come find me later.
I'm doing as fine as I can be right now.
Greetings. Apologies if you overheard my harsh words just now, but I assure you it is entirely necessary. The sheer lack of standards here will be the death of me. Do you have any idea of the kind of customers I'm gonna get with how lax things are at the moment? The ones that leave their guns behind by accident and then come back to...
Yeah, that's the kind of customer you wouldn't forget in a hurry.
Oh.
Wait, has that happened before?
No, it's just the mention of guns reminded me. Someone did actually leave their gun nearby.
Huh?
Was it like Shevers?
Just before we started setting
Chlorine
up,
or
as we were
Tasca?
cleaning up the site, someone stumbled upon a mysterious locked box.
What, it have fucking meth in it?
It didn't look like something from Fontaine, though. It had more of a Natlanese vibe.
Oh?
Do you think a foreign tourist might have left it behind?
That's what I assumed at first. But the box was buried beneath a pile of wooden planks, rocks, and whatnot, so it seemed like someone deliberately hid it there. But I didn't see much point in speculating, so the best thing I could think of was to hand it over to the authorities. I trekked all the way over to the Palais Mermonia just to hand it in. Ugh, it was exhausting.
What did the authorities make of it?
Oh, they made a
Sorry, I'm
mountain out
replying
of
to an
a
email
molehill,
right now.
as usual. Before even addressing the question of what was actually inside the box, they had several heated discussions about whose responsibility. Thankfully, the ever-reliable Officer Sedine stepped up and immediately called in, and, as it turned out, there was a gun.
Wow, that's a dangerous item, all right.
Mind if I ask what kind of gun it was?
Oh yeah, Mr. Kneat,
What?
you're from Natlan, aren't you? Do you know a lot about guns?
Oh, they're talking about guns. Can't talk about guns without mentioning America. Or oil.
You could say it
Okay.
comes with the job.
Oil,
I
lot
have an interest
though.
in weaponry and the like.
Okay, good right.
Ugh, such a spoiled brat. What, are the toys I gave you not good enough for you anymore?
Yo, what toys? Aha, you better not be ordering shit in bulk from Adam and Eve.
Yep, got sick of those long ago.
You little... Don't dare you turn your nose up at my gifts! Why,
Time for a timeout, old-timer. Sorry, where were we? Oh yeah, do you recall what the gun looked like?
It's a bit hard to describe. If you ask me, it didn't even really look like a gun.
This is
give me a
random, but
second.
Jacob
I'll knock out a quick
Takanashi's
sketch.
English is actually like insanely good. It's better than mine, I think. But he's a voice actor, so it kind of makes sense.
Something like this.
Whoa, it's so neat and precise.
It's nothing. Sorry. Is something wrong with my drawing? I know it doesn't really look like a gun, but I assure you, this is exactly what it looked like. And it certainly could shoot as well, too. I confirmed that with the officer from the Marechaussee Phantom.
No, quite the opposite. The features are very accurate, and it is definitely from Natlan. Please, don't mind me. I'm just taking a moment to admire it.
What are you looking at us for?
I should be the one thanking you. Thank
America.
you and everyone else for your support.
Don't mention it. Besides, we haven't really done anything.
Not at all. The buzz and excitement you guys bring is exactly what this event needs. Oh dear, I'm starting to feel a bit guilty watching everyone else toil away. But just before I go, one last thing. Traveler, it's wonderful to see you. Here's to a successful collaboration.
What was the purpose of this whole conversation?
I'm sure you noticed that there was something unusual about that gun. Correct.
You didn't even let
It's
me
most
look at
likely an
it.
old weapon dug up from some ancient dragon ruins. Based on my experience, it might be more accurate to refer to it as a hand cannon. But in Fontaine terms, it's not wrong to call it a gun. Given why I came here, don't you think it's curious that an ancient dragon relic of unknown origin would turn up like this, out of the blue? I suspect this gun might have something to do with that smuggling case. It might have slipped through the cracks. Time is of the essence. So I'd like to head over to the Palais Mermonia to verify my suspicions. Perfect. Then we can head out right away. Or, if you want to catch up with your friends first, I can wait.
Oh, man.
There's baby girl number 1 and baby girl number 2.
Bro!
Quiet children
Are you
name.
mimicking me?
What?
Now's not the time. Come on.
Yeah, baby girl number 1 and baby girl number 2.
Yeah. You're my real baby girl number 1 though.
No,
Dumb.
I mean, one of our buddies is here, for
He
real.
gummed on stream,
Quite a
guys.
few of them,
Cancel
actually.
him.
Bet.
I almost blurted out something really fucking gross.
Aurora and Aoife, what brings you to Fontaine?
Huh? How come you're...
Mods,
I'm
totally
guessing
stalking
Kaniche's
was
here
cool.
because of that international smuggling case, right? I've heard quite a bit
mods.
about that.
Fill his hole with coal.
Word sure
What?
gets around quickly, huh?
Hot coal.
First time abroad and you're already making headlines.
It's raining right now. It might be thundering outside.
Oh, stop it. It's not like I was the center of attention.
Wasn't expecting to see the Traveler and Paimon here too, though.
Come on, Aoife.
Huh?
A traveler, by definition, is someone who travels around.
Fair point. Anyway.
What do you
back
mean
on
fair
topic.
point? What did you think it
Wait a
meant?
second.
Why you're all
That I was a prostitute?
For
Yeah.
vegetables,
What?
I'll go first. It's for the Chevrolamine Film Fantasyland.
It's Cheval Moran.
Ah, right. I keep guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology, even if she's not here. Anyway, long story short, the festival
Fuck this shit. I'm
restaurant
calling
urgently
this.
needed
I'm
fresh
calling this
vegetables
girly
from that
Chevrolet.
land, which
So, you guys are
As in the car.
vegetable couriers?
Hello, Vamp, and hello, Sleepy AF.
He is. I'm just here as a responsible adult.
Responsible adult. You look like you're gonna kidnap me and dick me down any moment.
It's his first time traveling so
What?
far away from home, and all the elders in his tribe were worried. So they had me come along.
even though it's
What
your
you
first
streaming on?
one, too.
OnlyFans?
No!
Right. But they still picked me to accompany
Damn, they
you.
grow up so fast.
You gotta wonder why that might be.
Damn, they goon up so fast.
It's like a VTuber graduation. You graduating to OnlyFans.
Yeah, I just find to fucking slap some
you
titties on
get
my
it?
model.
They all just
I
saw
think-
how
I think she
overworked
does
you
have
were,
them, it's just
so
not
they used it as an
visible.
excuse to send you off on a vacation.
It's a base model. It's not
Wait,
meant
what?
for
So
spicy
I'm getting the
purposes.
grandson treatment now too? See? Doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hang out with him long enough, and you'll eventually find yourself being treated like a kid.
Meaning everyone looks after you. What's so bad about that?
In theory, nothing at all. In that case, guess I better start over. Hi, guys. My name's Aoife, and I just turned 5.
Paimon's not sure who the responsible adult is anymore.
That caught me off guard.
What about Kakuku? If he was here, we'd be making more of a ruckus than we already are.
That's exactly what's got me worried.
Aoife, there's nothing to worry about. You're a big boy. You can handle yourself now even without Kakuku.
You think that's what I'm worried about? Anyway, my priority right now is Kakuku. Suffice it to say, Kakuku's in big doo-doo.
How so? He's so small, and all he knows are a few harmless phrases. What kind of trouble could he even get himself?
Let me guess. Did he get caught out by the law on flying objects?
Bro, you too?
Not me. How?
Oh, that pesky little chatterbox. So that's why he hasn't interrupted us this whole time. Guess he's too scared to show his face.
That, plus he's already spouted enough nonsense for one day. So I've put
You're
him
cute.
on mute until tomorrow.
I am.
Yeah.
How dare... I can't even say how dare you. More?
Ow.
I mean...
Imagine.
Getting milk.
Oh.
I'm getting milk so I can pour it on your head. The view outside is quite nice.
Nice one. If I was even half as decisive as you are, I would have kept a closer hold on Kakuku so he didn't get a chance to go flying off.
Oh no, bro. Or rather, did Kakuku get caught by the guards for flying around?
If they had managed that, we'd at least be able to track him down. But when the guards started chasing him, Kakuku flew into that building next door. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a
I should look at the
high-stakes
title of my
pursuit
stream.
going down in there as we speak. Just like one of those cool crime movies.
Which building? That one?
Yup, that's the one. Kakuku sure has a good eye for a getaway. It's the tallest building around. I may be able to fly up pretty high, but checking every last window would still take quite a while.
Why does he have, like, the Po Libre tattoo on his cheek?
As for Aoife, well,
Hey, yo.
let's just say he's not flying anywhere without
Libra
a
the
Saurian.
penguin.
Sorry
Banny
about
Rolls
that.
reference.
Crazy.
Not like it's my fault, though. You don't have to apologize on my behalf.
Hi, Dennis.
Wait a sec. What's this got to do with how high you can fly? Kakuku's got himself into a real mess here. Like a panicked animal running straight into a trap. It's pretty worrying.
Trap? Where?
Paimon's starting to
Wild.
flapping through a barrage of gunfire while important documents are flying about left, right, and center.
Oh yeah, I may or may not get another commission the next few months. And I also got paid for my other
Heck
commission,
yeah.
so I have $50
If
more
anyone
dollars.
can pull it off, it's Kakuku. He's always been such an awesome Saurus. I believe in him.
In other words, right now in this building, there could be not one Awesomosaurus, but two.
For real now?
Oh,
Do you even hear
lava.
yourself,
Chicken.
I'm gonna put lava on your chicken.
Of course I'm for real. I'd never make
It
light
sounds
of
like a
something like
euphemism
that.
for sex.
What?
It sounds like a euphemism for sex.
Yeah, it does. Why does It's been 2 weeks, hope you're okay. I'm as okay as I can be right now.
Yeah, her back's broken. It's my fault.
What? I haven't been able to stream just because, like, my life's been chaotic right now, and, my computer, being goofy anyway.
Everyone's an Awesomosaurus. Well, the human version.
And her
But our
back.
priority right now should be to
Leave it to us.
Yeah. My back is currently snapped in half in a million
You sure?
pieces. I'm currently flopping
Awesome.
around like a
That'll be
fucking
a huge
broken
help.
spaghetti noodle with erectile dysfunction.
Crazy.
And if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
Wait, since when was that up to you?
Well, then it's your call, bro.
All right then. If Kakuku doesn't
This is
listen
giving
to you,
Discord call
I
energy.
also give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
There you go. If he objects to that, tell him to come find us.
Top 10 reasons why
Trust me.
Skibbity Toilet movie is gonna be the best movie.
Wait, there's gonna be a Skibidi Toilet movie?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, I'd take that rather than the live action reboots, but still. Oh yeah, a lot of people are getting mad at Inzoi for having AI in their game.
Ow.
Nothing new there.
Oh, I think they have
first,
an
what's
AI
all that
furniture
commotion?
generator and AI texture generator thing. Because, yeah, I heard that they trained it off of, like, their own assets and whatnot. I don't know, like, the whole lore of Inzoi, okay, but I heard that they trained it off of their own assets and, like, free to use assets, so, like, nothing is stolen.
Yeah. I think that's fine.
Yeah, I also
If they
think that's
do
fine.
like steal anything.
Yeah, I think that's the correct way to use AI, in my opinion.
It's just when they start stealing things, including people's jobs.
Yeah.
Did he say he came from Natlan? No.
Get out of here!
I can understand his words, just not what they mean.
Oh no.
Bro spelled like a fucking Angry Bird.
He keeps repeating the same things over and over again.
Oh, you know one another.
They call me Whitey.
He's a friend. Yeah.
Great. Well, that was easy.
I'm an
Looks
Angry
like we
Bird.
tracked down the... Guess that's one less
No,
lost
you're an
and
angry
found notice for
fish.
you to write, Monsieur Nivelet.
A freaky Sonic gift.
What?
Traveler, was there something important you wanted to discuss? with
Kakuku
the
reminds me of like those brain rot children that that's in their vocabulary. It's just like brain rot
I'm
terms.
just about done with my business here.
The lava. Chicken.
La 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 lava, chicken.
By the way, that song's copyrighted.
It got copyrighted?
Yeah, that song is copyrighted. Any song from basically any movie is copyrighted, including the songs from Minecraft movie.
Oh. Probably should have told me that before I attempted making animation using a Turning Red soundtrack 4 years ago. Or 3 years ago, I should say.
Stay and hear them out first. Perhaps it will have some bearing on your own work.
I'm gonna shoot
If
myself.
I'm not mistaken, you are the same. I take
No,
it there's been a
don't.
further development in the case.
That's right. Very
Nuvolette
perceptive, Mr.
doesn't look
Eudex.
very stabbed to death.
So you've met Nervalette before? But wasn't the trial overseen by another judge?
I've seen his photo in the papers, but as for this other gentleman,
Allow me to
Neither
introduce
do
you to
most
Mr.
people in the
Risley,
UK.
Administrator of the Fortress of Meripede. Or in
Hey,
layman's
while you're
terms,
watching, I'm keeping track of your
Fontaine's
Discord
prison
server for
warden.
safety. Thank you, Jamil. I appreciate it.
Please, feel free to share anything about the case.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Wow, that sounded just like me. But should we really discuss official business in front of the Saurian?
Oh, wow. Oh, no.
I believe he
No one
said-
should be able to get into the Discord
or
server.
rather, I suppose he
It's like
meant
10 off invites
that
for
he'll keep
24
this to
hours.
himself.
Yeah, and I reset
yesterday.
the timer, so it's another 24 hours, and I put every channel in lockdown, so... yeah, now only admins can talk. Or people who I
Yeah.
approve to talk.
Yo,
Though
is
I
that
should mention,
you?
Mr. Kukuku,
Communist
we will
China?
have to ask you to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Okay, kiss yourself.
Sure thing, bro.
No.
Let us return to the matter at hand.
That's it. I'm making out with you while I pin you to a wall. Get over here, little bro.
Mr. Kanich, was there something else you wanted to discuss relating to the case?
I'm definitely not desperate.
yes.
Not
Damn,
at all.
I
Let
see how
me
it
fill
is.
you in.
I just need kisses, okay?
Are you saying you're only with me because you're desperate? Damn.
What? No.
Wow.
Far
That
from
is
it.
exactly like Lapine Pauline's sketch. That must be all that practice drawing engineering blueprints, huh?
The hell
Mods,
is that
it does
thing?
take my balls to a John.
So if it's
That's
true
it.
that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside
You're getting
the
touched.
contraband from the smuggling case,
Hey Jamel, this is my
then
YouTube
there's a high
account.
chance we
Hi,
overlooked a
Van by now.
suspect.
Okay.
That's exactly my line of thought.
I see. Mr. Kanich, thank you for reporting this promptly. We should begin by questioning the prisoners in custody.
Look at those baby girl eyelashes. Oh, wow.
Bardsley,
I'll sign off on the interrogation request.
that would be much appreciated.
It's lucky that the Palais Mermonia wasn't scheduled to release any public bulletins today.
I'll be staying in Fontaine for the time being.
Yep, we were just about to go help out with Lapine Pauline's convention.
Marvelous. Thank you all. Well then, all that's left is to...
You miss me, bro?
He really does come out with the most unexpected thing. Who did he learn it all from? Huh. Well, it's pretty extraordinary.
Anyway, according to due process, we must first determine whether Mr. Kukuku qualifies as a flying object. And, following on from our conversation just now, he also needs to sign a confidentiality agreement. Drafting said agreement may take some time.
Looks like you'll be staying with us for a while then, Kukuku. Excited?
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
All right then, we'd better get going. No need to see us off.
I know you mentioned a while back that people from Nadland would soon start
It seems no matter where they come from, all
You can say that again, bro.
the same might well be said for humankind. The real reason you chose to stay to investigate this case was your curiosity about Natlan and Mr. Kukuku, was it not?
Guilty as charged. So, how about we take this opportunity to chat a little?
Sure thing.
So, Ronan and Aoife, what's going on? Okay. Why is it Aurora in a Japanese accent? Oh, it's running that bug again.
What's the situation? How bad is it? Oh no. When I saw that Kakuku wasn't with you, I'd already prepared myself for the worst.
Relax, Aoife. Maybe Kakuku just prefers high-rise living now. Sometimes you just have to let the kids grow up and make their own choices in life.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
It's not that bad. Kakuku's fine. Still very much alive and kicking for starters.
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
See?
You're not exactly reassuring me here.
As for the bad news, well, it's really not that bad. Kakuku accidentally overheard some top secret stuff, so he has to stay at the Palais Marmonia for a while to sign a confidentiality agreement. But there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Kakuku is super nice, so he'll be absolutely fine.
All right. That doesn't sound too bad after all.
But based on my understanding of how things work here, the ban on flying objects should be over by the time Kakuku actually gets out.
What a shame. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to go have some fun without him.
You don't look disappointed in the slightest.
Anyway, Auroron and I will be staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.
Yay, problem solved!
Yeah, try not to get robbed by Freminet in the process.
Like how I'm drifting off to sleep and I just hear that.
Oh, you're trying to sleep? I'm sorry.
I'm still so tired from my migraine. And my migraine.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I hope you feel better. Wish I could hug you and nurse you back to health. Freaky style.
Traveler, ready to join the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland crew? It's time, dear partner. As I mentioned, of course, and we, for our
Long term, we spend most of our time adventuring and we barely have...
That's more like it. You've seen it all before. Anyway.
There we go.
As you can, the speed is up. So, what?
Paimon thinks she just
I'm gonna be right back.
Yep, come on, we can do this. You mentioned standardized strategy guides just now. Does that mean there are non-standard ways to take part too?
Of course. Film and entertainment mean different things to different people. And there's gonna be a wide range of exciting activities for people to try out. If we're not careful, some visitors might wander off and end up getting in trouble. And others might pick up dangerous props by mistake. To avoid confusion, we need to create a standardized strategy guide for each activity. Just think of it like a walkthrough.
I am back, everybody.
Wow, if we're the first ones to test out the but if we hit a tough spot, we'll just have to
Hopefully it goes without saying that I also want.
Oh,
Great! Well, I can't wait to hear what you think. All right then. Let's start with.
I thought the event was gonna be in Mondstadt. What? Wait, no. Was that a permanent? What? I don't know anymore. I'm so confused. See, kids, this is why you should main the diver guy.
Anywho, I'm gonna actually, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Oh, you were gonna say you're gonna try sleeping?
Yeah.
Would you like me to mute?
Yay.
Okay. I can mute for you. I love you.
Love you.
Look at how he leaped out of that water. Bro, look majestic. New chat's a little dead, but that's okay.
Both of you seem even more excited than before.
Paimon has an act.
Great job, Paimon. They'd be beyond. Some have even been
Out of their own.
That's right. The cost of the book. Take our official. Many people have expressed interest in designing cushions based on her image. These cushions will officially. Don't worry. After all.
Sorry, I'm just not in the mood for kind of yapping.
Still, the same logic of once we finish, there's plenty of work. There's a recruitment. Once assigned.
Wait, so we've suddenly gone from being playtesters to heads of human resources? Just don't hold. All right, time to. Looks like this particular employee is really getting into their role.
You're both doing great. You sound more like bosses than I do. In any case, with this, the Cheval-Moran Film Fantasyland is now running a theme park is a long-term project. We're just about.
I should probably farm some artifacts for some of my characters I need to build. Cause I need to build Gunner, I need to build Chong-Li, I need to build Venti. I don't really need to build Dea. I just wanted to have her just cause I wanted to have her.
Thank you for
She looked cool. And low-key, she's kinda bad. Sorry, the Gooner instincts took over. Need to craft stuff. There we go. I have all the Archons except for like Nahida and Mafuika. I'm gonna go fight the animal hypostases.
Frost is coming! Get in gear! Right.
Oh, this is it. It was only written in real life, but in game 2 it seems.
Now's our chance!
Trick! Dead reckoning!
I wish I got Jensen. The buff would be crazy.
Getting gear! Let's keep going, team!
Wait, how much does Venti need? Oh, so one more if I get 3 the next time. Okay, got it. And I have just the right amount of Cecilias. Just the right amount.
Frost is coming! I'm going in! Out of my way! Yeah, providing cover fire! Now's our chance! Pair! Commencing cleanup! Getting here! Pair!
How, like, what?
Precision strike!
So I'm gonna have to fight this bastard just one more time, because I'm 1 short. Bitch.
Everybody stand back! I'll settle this!
Frost is coming! Dead reckoning! Getting gear! Yeah. Pair! Frost is coming!
How did I not immediately kill Beth?
Keep your cool. Final warning.
Okay, this is a pretty good one. Pretty good one. Hello, Leonie. Huda. Okay. Now I have to craft stuff.
Leave the wounded to me.
Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Too bad I can't upgrade Venti's talents because I was too lazy to pre-farm. But anyways.
Ad Astra.
Wow! The city is all decked out! Oh, it's beautiful! Festival season means no commissions, which means no Mora. But Catherine's always looking out for us, so
You mean Catherine's? Plural.
Greetings, traveler. Paimon.
I want to explain that because some of you probably haven't gotten to that point of the game
whole
yet.
no commissions during Windbloom thing?
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year. But
But
feel free to take a look around.
take a look around, huh?
It's finally Windbloom. And here I am ruining everything.
You're a bit tired. No big deal. Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight? We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Starsnatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down? Sorry, I'm just not in the mood. I should go.
Whoa! Something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is weird.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do. The truth is, Quinn, not long ago, I...
Got dicked
What
down
is
by
it?
5 guys?
Is there...
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn, I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
Huh? Wait, are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
Did you see that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best friendship stories is already over? So, is this what you meant by unusual, Catherine?
This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
Oh, it's the
Astolfo, what?
honorary knight in Paimon.
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
I know a knight should be stronger than this, but I haven't been feeling right lately. I
Abyss?
just can't
Question mark?
focus. I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
You should see a doctor.
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine. Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better. Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see? Sorry, this is for me to figure out. It is Windbloom after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
Huh. Is it something in the air, maybe?
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts.
Where can I find a truly fascinating man?
Wait, but Donna is the one who has a huge crush on D-Luke, right?
That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
Is that Captain Kaya?
Oh god, she's turning into 15-year-old
Now that I
me.
look at him, he's exactly my type. How come I never felt this way before?
I'm flattered, Miss Donna. Although I do wonder where that was intended for outside ears.
no. Of course not. I'm sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And, have a happy wind bloom.
I intend to, my dear, but a first question, if you don't mind. Why the sudden change of heart? I was under the impression Master Deelig was the object of your affections.
Good question, Kaya.
So, you knew about that? Well, Master Deelig came into the city not too long ago, but when I saw him, it was like the butterflies just weren't there anymore. If I had to compare it to something, it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love. But then I saw you, and it wasn't that something was different about you. I can't really explain it. It was just a feeling.
I understand. I'm flattered I was able to bring back the butterflies. But I do need to see some busyness, so I'll take my leave.
Oh, here he comes. Well, surprised to see us?
None at all. You are the exact two people I've been trying to find. So, Traveler, Paimon, have you been? To answer that requires a private conversation, Catherine. Do you mind?
Not at all. Have fun, you three.
So, you said you were looking for us?
Yes. Jean sent me to find you when she heard you were back in Mondstadt, but let's discuss the finer details back at headquarters. Ooh, close one. Voice actor core? Yeah. More like missing voice actor core.
Ah, Kaya. You found them. Good. With what's about to happen.
Whoa, headquarters are packed!
Honorary Knight Paimon. Oh, it's an honor to meet you.
Allow me. You have note of Captain of 2nd Company, Scaron, Captain of 3rd Company, Eula, Captain of 4th Company, and me, of course, Captain of the 9th Company.
Oh, you're all captains?
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
Jean!
Traveler, Paimon, thank you for coming. Ah, yes. That would be the captains. You know a few of them already, but I'm sure there are some new faces. I can't do Jean impression to save my life, I'm sorry. There have been a number of incidents in Mondstadt. In order to wrap up the case, I gathered all the captains of the Knights of Avonius together to hold a trial.
A trial? But this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine!
We were just here earlier. I can understand the confusion. You've never participated in one of our trials before. In truth, we haven't had to conduct one in quite some time. The Knights of Avonius oversee most matters of law and order in Mondstadt. Of course, the interest of fairness. The major cases are tried jointly with the Church. Under the guidance of Barbados, the Knights of Favonius uphold chivalric justice in the spirit of our order, and the Church carries blessings of goodwill wherever the wind can reach. And today's case requires a joint trial by both parties.
Which means it's a serious one.
Hold on. The group of people we saw in the corridor just now, there was someone missing.
Right! He's the captain of the investigation team.
A keen observation, Traveler. That happens to be exactly why I called you here. In the upcoming trial against Captain Albedo, we do our utmost to understand the facts of this case and to deliver a fair and impartial verdict.
Albedo is the one on trial? What did he do?
Jean, it's time. Understood. Traveler, Paimon, please. Come with me. Fucking hell, my ticks. I got scared. I thought my computer was gonna crash for a moment. Please sit wherever you like. I only ask that you remain calm. No matter what you hear, I need you to head over there. Don't worry, the trial will be fair. Now that everyone is gathered, let us begin. With Grandmaster Varka away from Mondstadt for the time being, I, Jean Gunhilder, will oversee today's proceedings. Oh my god! I'm sorry. I have fucking femboy fever. Mr. Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, will serve as assessor. As representatives of our respective organizations, we will ensure a just verdict just in case.
Oh, that's a new face.
Oh.
Deacon of the church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
I hope Dahlia's not underage, because that'd be a little concerning. The defendant in today's case is the captain of the investigation team, Albedo. Albedo, what did you do? That's exactly what I'm asking. Certain aspects of this case are classified, and it remains uncertain whether the alleged victims of citizens of Mondstadt as such, as this trial is not open to the public. I think I'm having a tick attack. The identities of the victims are still unknown? Strange. If the guilt is established in this case, all facts will be made public after the final verdict is delivered. Now, the captain of the logistics company, Miss Hertha, will present the charges. The court appoints Mr. Kaya to speak on Mr. Albedo's behalf. Are both parties ready to proceed? Yes.
Ready to proceed.
Miss Hertha, the floor is yours.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
You fucking eat them?
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
This is for research purposes.
No. There's no way!
We now call that witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
Beatrice, so is that what she was trying to tell Quinn earlier?
Well, I was out late that night on business. And when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo.
Doesn't he have a ton of lookalikes?
He was dragging a huge bag of some kind. I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body. Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
Now turn to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts that night. I was working in my office's second floor of the Knights of Favonius headquarters. That's right. The next day, the defendant submitted his latest environmental report on the Dragonspine region. Considering the length of the text, It must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
No.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? You must have mentioned the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered?
Not yet.
In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. Don't you find that suspicious?
I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I'd never put myself out here like this.
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene. The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a
Albedo fight
coincidence?
spiders, not commit murder. And yet, no victim has been identified, correct?
It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie.
Does the defendant wish to say anything in response? You may believe otherwise, Miss Hertha, but I did not kill a single person. As a knight and the captain of the investigation team, I have a duty to protect Mondstadt and its people. You accuse me of murder, but there's no body or motive.
The defendant raises an important point. Motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences. Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Second charge?
Please proceed.
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery. I now call the second witness to the stand.
Wait, that's...
Diluc Revender. Please tell the court what you saw. At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of view to illuminate his surroundings. From what I could tell, it looked like the body of an adult male, tall and thin, but I couldn't make out the age. He buried the body underneath the cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces.
We now have accounts from two separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
I would only inquire as to what Mr. Diluc was doing in that area so early in the morning. Not the most opportune time for a stroll. Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not unusual for me to take walks in that area. Yeah, and he's Batman. And I just saw him in the right place at the right time, that's all. Master Diluc is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo, and yet the question remains. Where are the bodies?
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
And this is what looks like to be the teeth of a femur and of a human. Now, it does beg the question, if the burial was fresh, why is that all that remains of the body? I suppose Mr. Albedo is the one who can answer to that. Careful now, Master Diluc. I do believe that a presumption of guilt is in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here. Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
So that's your angle. Alchemy. A logical assessment. But we have a witness of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with the student Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning. Why did discussion last so long? Miss Sucrose was presenting the results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data and insisted on reviewing the calculations until the next morning, with Mr. Albedo present. That's right. We were in the library together.
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
Yes, and I know Mr. Albedo would never kill someone. He could never be that cruel.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did not fall asleep not long after midnight. It's alright, Sucrose. You don't have to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount. Mr. Albedo. I see. Then I'm afraid your alibi cannot be substantiated. Do you understand? Yes. I know claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. There's no mention of a motive. What exact method could reduce the human bodies to those remain?
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be
What, does
dismissed.
Dahlia have Canrian
This is a
eyes?
tricky one.
Kind of. He kind of does. Kind of
Allow
does.
me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences.
Correspondence. Oh no. That envelope does look like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth. The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Putrefaction and refinement.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
Dahlia, please be Hydroclymore.
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation, and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
I trust the investigators have confirmed this to be the defendant's handwriting, and the letter makes more than passing of mention of purification and refinement.
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
No, it can't be true.
I can't believe it.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence, but now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims, and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
Then we're in agreement. The evidence is conclusive. On the charges of murder and unlawful dispose of human remains, the court finds the defendant guilty. Could it be one of his, like, albedo prototypes who did it, or did they all die? Well, this took a turn for the worse.
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here?
I've been here the whole time. I happen to have a message to pass along. Yes, you're needed at Star Snatch Cliff. He's waiting for you there.
Who is he?
You'll know when you get there. Go on now. Time is like the wind. It waits for no one. I need to go to Star Ass Snatcher Cliff? Okay. Yappy yap yap. Oh, actually, that's a pretty good thing to have. Because Genshin has so much lore, like, it's kind of hard to remember. Genshin's finally starting to feel like Genshin again. I might need to eat some stamina food. No, I'll be right back. I'm back. Hold up. Drop display capture real quick.
Wherever the tide takes me, so long as the light of the hearth still shines, I'll always have a home to return to.
Alright. Ah, traveler, Paimon. I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right? That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a
His
lot of thoughts on
eyes
your
are
mind,
actually
so I
gorgeous.
thought we should have a chat. After all,
I hope that
am
is not
the
a
Herald
child.
of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Boys with pink hair
Wait there.
on top.
You know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Don't worry. Dahlia and I are close and he knows everything. Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
Oh, well, I knew from the moment Rindar and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt when those two were in town. No one can afford to slack off. The Creative Prince, a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help your friend. Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt, even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel set is fate, cruel as it may be, but were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bullard?
Oh, just making a comment. There are some unavoidable trials in life. At least that's what Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven would know than to tamper with fate. If only there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in the time of need. Should he meet such a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Behold.
A bomb!
Don't worry. I removed the fuse, so it's not gonna explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device.
So, this thing belongs to you now?
We're old pals. I don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat. That's all I ask. No matter what comes, you will have the wind on your side. My venting impression actually sucks dick. Probably because my vocal cords are getting a bit sore. You know that scene where the penguins of Madagascar, there was that one penguin that got a fucking toothbrush shoved into his mouth? That was me a few nights ago. I mean, what? I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna stop streaming maybe.
I'm gonna sing it one more time.
No, my dumbass accident went the wrong way. I know you all must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects?
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
Oh, okay, so canonically, Albedo's a masochist. I see. Sorry, the inner Rule 34 autosemy took over. This version of events is as hard for me to accept as anyone, but Varkov once said that Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things that we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Traveler, Paimon? Perfect timing. Kaya has a favor to ask. Like Jane said after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal, and I will do my utmost to convenience Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me. But I need you two to start investigating the case. Yes, it's also time for you to get involved. No, we'd like you to launch an investigation of your own. I'll continue working on his defense in the meantime. Okay. If you find anything that might help his case, just let me know. I know it's against the spirit of the season to task you with this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt. I know you'll get to the bottom of this, Traveler. You've never failed us in time of need.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then you will have done Mondstadt a great service all the same. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you're welcome to have a look around Albedo's office on the 2nd floor. I'm counting on you. Nah, do you hate it when you can barely speak your native language anymore, but your accent still somehow manages to come back?
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just...
These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked him to investigate Albedo's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
Alright, I have some work of my own, so I'll leave you to it. Good luck, you two.
Right back at ya. Alright, let's see what we can find. Wow, these books are so fancy! Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them. Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
Oh, shit.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
Oh, ooh.
Huh. What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location? Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found. Oh, Victor's calling! Let's answer!
How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
I see. So, Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh? Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that it's one of Rhine-daughter's creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Rhine-daughter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence he just found, let's just say it could convince those closest to him of his guilt. Perhaps even you. Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo?
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts. Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah. Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned. Wait, that's Miles. What's he doing?
Oh, sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Oh, sure. You got it.
That map we found in the hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.
Can I make a call since nobody is here? I'm still on call with Koi. I'm just muted. And I was gonna stop streaming quite soon.
Maybe I should put on my diving helmet to keep me warm.
Not pants. Not an extra layer of like fuzzy boots, but your diving helmet. Come on, Fremi. That's a bad Fremi. I should whack him. He's being bad.
Our bond is strong. Wait. Weird. There's a hole, but no body. The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies. But this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole? Or smooth out the ground like the other places?
You're back. Did you find anything?
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case.
I see. A complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated. Yes, he asked for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and the disappearance of the bodies. The minimal remains that were uncovered have been sent to the forensic analysis, which should provide some answers. It's just...
What's wrong?
If the victims turn out to be Mondstadt citizens, the situation becomes all the more serious. The second trial would likely have to be open to the public. And I doubt public sentiment will be in Albedo's favor.
Yeah, not when the charges are so serious.
The second trial is set to take place in 2 days. I hope you consider attending this one as well.
Of course, we'll be there.
Well said. When the time comes, I'll carry out my duty to the best of my ability. Miles. The fuck is Miles doing? Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stop streaming now because I'm tired and I